Welcome to the virtual Fall Art Show of the Lake Arts Council of Osage Beach, Missouri. Unlike our previous two shows, this exhibit is designed to showcase works for sale. We expect you to stop and start the program to examine your favorites in detail. For this reason, we have not included incidental music since it would continually be interrupted when you pause the show for a closer look. If you find something of interest, you can contact the Arts Council office by phone or by email. The numbers and addresses are listed in the links below. Also, start times for each artist's biography and art collection are listed for a quick reference if you want to return to any particular artist or work. Thanks for joining us. We hope you'll find something you would like to make a permanent part of your collection.
Hi there, I'm Dina Kowal and I live in Warsaw, Missouri. I am a multimedia artist. I actually have spent about 18 years in the creative arts industry as a concept designer, educator, and rubber stamp illustrator, mainly in the paper crafts industry. And my paycheck job is as an artist in residence for SplitCoastStampers.com, which is an international paper crafting community. And my role there is to answer craft and technique questions and to provide or source weekly tutorials for the crafting community. And because of that job, I have a broad and shallow knowledge of a wide variety of mediums and techniques, and it's fun to incorporate those things into my work as well. I have worked in watercolor, acrylic, and mixed media, and I've just started dabbling in polymer clay, but my love is colored pencils. I love realism in my work, I love details, and I love building up layers, and so that medium is a perfect fit for me. I am a published colored pencil artist, and I teach locally when classes are allowed. I have been doing commissions for the last 3 years, and I'm currently working on my 100th portrait, so that's something to celebrate. Most of those portraits have been dogs, but I've done a few cats and people, and actually a couple of birds as well. It's such an honor to have a part in creating a piece that brings joy and remembrance and a little bit of healing, and I love that aspect of my art. When I do have time to work on something of my own, I'm drawn to vintage objects and sentimental scenes, odd groupings of antiques, especially ironic ones, and interesting reflections in chrome or glass. And of course, I love nature and animals as well. We lived overseas for a number of years, so occasionally I'll look back through those photos for inspiration as well. Thank you so much for your interest in my art, and thank you for supporting the arts in Missouri.
Hi, my name is Mary Andeline, and I am an artist here at the lake. And my husband and I retired down here 19 years ago. And my art began when I was in high school, my senior year, and I was basically self-taught after that. And then I went to a class in St. Louis by Rob Sadler, and I did that for 5 years, and it was basically wildlife art. And then I took a watercolor class from Art Haney from Merrimack College, and then I went to Jefferson College and got a degree for elementary education, specializing in art. My mediums that I like to do or work with is oils, watercolors, and acrylic. I like to do a lot of nature and wildlife, and seascapes, landscapes, flowers. And I'm a member of the Lake Arts Council. I was the vice president of the visual arts, a former vice president of the visual arts, and now I'm on the committee. I'm a committee member for the art shows. And I was in charge of the Portochima Art Show for the last 4 years, and this year we had to cancel it due to the virus epidemic, and so we will continue that next year. I belong to the Ozark Russian Palette, which is an art group that resides in Camdenton, and I've been a former member of the St. Louis Artists Guild and the South County Art Group. I taught at our local college here, the State Fair College, for adult education in the arts. And I've been a substitute school teacher here in the Lake area for 18 years. I teach in my home studio, individual or groups, and the ages range from elementary to older adult. And I have several paintings in this art show, and I hope you enjoy my paintings as much as I enjoyed creating them for you. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Don Avey is a multi-medium artist from Four Seasons, Missouri at the Lake of the Ozarks. Don has studied with local artists Jackie Kendall and Robert Barker, among others. He loves country scenes, nostalgic imagery, and patriotic themes. Don's work is featured regularly in local exhibits, contests, and festivals like the Patriotic Art Show and the Dogwood Festival. His work is displayed among local fine artists in the Lake Arts Council Gallery. These are the words of Bill Manion. I have enjoyed returning to regular work with brush and pen, a time to which I have long looked forward. Now time, and a fun place to work overlooking the Lake of the Ozarks, give me the opportunity to try different styles and combinations of subjects. I do not have any rules going into a painting or a cartoon. Sometimes I have an idea of what I want, but most of the time I just let the abstraction happen or the humor of a character develop. I love the shapes of bottles and vessels of all kinds and work them into much of what I do. I am interested in cartoon outlines and the flows of an abstraction. All figure paintings start with a cartoon. Under all paintings, somewhere, there is an abstract. Some of my work blends the two. As an abstract grows with layer after layer of color, I begin to see a form or shape. Or I will sketch out a form and begin always looking for the energy of color that makes a work pop. Works of art should brighten and highlight every wall, so I like to play with color. I'm not afraid of color, especially the deep hues and tones of red and its complements. A blend of red and yellow, wet into wet, makes me smile. A black and white painting or drawing can gain with that splash of color that gives it life or makes a mood. I love watching how the light changes through a wine bottle. The color of sunsets over the water can brighten a long day. I will keep trying to capture those colors, tones, humor, moods, and the great feeling of forever sunsets that a work of art brings to me and to others. Thank you for viewing our Lake Arts Council virtual show. We all hope you enjoy the efforts from an artist that makes the work of art more than an object. You are viewing hours of trial and error, times of frustration, and moments of pure joy. When you enjoy the work of an artist, you are looking at a piece of soul, a small piece of someone's life.